thought we could do an episode talking like Banjo-Kazooie characters. So you will have to do the entire subtitle. Hour and a half by the end.
Let me just wet my whistle.
Gets it.
Yo, welcome everyone to another episode of All Out Pummelling. I'm one of your hosts, JP, aka TCat, and I'm joined by my co-host, the Crocs.
That's me. I'm the Kroc.
And Leafyboi.
Yeah.
And it is the quarterfinals and the semi-finals of the Pearl brackets. We're nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly there.
How long now?
It's been a long road.
Yes, it has. This is the urn.
This is the urn, that golden urn.
The urn.
Very topical. Speed. You not heard that in speedrun terminology? It's like the urn. It's like the run, but spelled weirdly.
No, and I've watched a fuck ton of speedruns.
I don't know.
So no, I've not heard of the...
It's like,
It's a Twitch.
It's the urn.
It's
the golden urn.
It's
Is
the
like
Twitch chat.
when you get golden splits on things because you got a world record. It's like the urn. To urn.
The Twitch chat is garbage. I'm gonna come out and say it.
Yes. No, a controversial hot take.
Yeah, you go on there. It's just nothing but copy pasted and stupid faces, and you're like,
Yes. This is what I need right now.
no one's like doing any everything's just like a bunch of brainless monkeys.
It's all
In the
about
Duel Links
Mercy Wing
meta
1.
one, it's fine. Like,
Yeah, Mercy Wing, Saber Pink, Mercy Wing.
oh, Sabaping. Hell. My favourite emote.
Get yourself the fish.
Talking Sabaping.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got some exciting games coming up and also got a couple more name raters. We've only got 2 more to go after this show because I don't think Stu did any names. He nearly did on his last game, I think. But yeah, so we've got Rob and Alana coming up today. And then next week, fingers crossed, we're going to try and get Dom and Sam to yours. And that'll be everyone.
Yeah, are we everyone
Just
done?
in time.
Need a few more matches this season, I think, to get the rest of the names done.
Yeah.
It's almost as if this was planned.
We should extend Pearl
Just
bracket
about.
another.
Yeah, more Pearl bracket. You know, we should make the final of the Pearl just like a best of 3 as well.
Soon as you get to the quarters, it's a best of 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Right then.
Right, let's make every game a best of 3. Now
It'll be like a
To be
Smash Bros.
fair, that could
tournament
be.
where it takes 10 hours.
It would be pretty cool, but yeah, it would just be too difficult with like time constraints. People
It would
doing their
not
own
be
work.
cool. It would be boring very quickly.
I don't know.
I mean, there's the whole... It would add an extra dimension to the competitiveness, but at the same time, it would add extra dimensions to the competitiveness of our
like I don't know if you
casual for fun league.
I don't know if you guys have seen Ray's post that he most recently put up about how the Diamond Final will be run. Where it's not the Diamond Final, the Grand Final, where they get the Diamond Cup. And yeah, so they'll have to pick a set for each of their 11 Pokemon, and then they can bring any of those Pokemon, but they must run those sets.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it. I like that.
I think that's probably the best way of doing it. Adds a few mind games. Because it's like, do you bring the same team, or do you just bring an entirely different team so they don't know any of your sets? Or you bring the same team, and then they're like, oh well, I know that this Pokemon has this move, so careful of that.
And I mean, if you're coming from the winner's side, you've got an advantage. Like, you could go completely left field in the first game and try and throw them off, or just get a cheese win, and then being like, oh, it hasn't gone well. Let me switch to my OU top tier super duper best team.
Yeah.
Or equally, you might not want to gamble on the fact of running a cheese stratty, insta win sort of team.
I think you'd try it game 1. I think game 1. Because usually when I'm like doing a team, I have like mons that I have to choose from really. because there's usually a couple mons that don't do well in the matchup, and then there's ones that can kind of do well. You'll shoehorn in somewhere. So if you just throw a couple of them on, see what happens. That's what I do, and then go for your main 6.
Yeah, I mean, if all your matches were best of 3s, you could get away with that. But if you're in you get through Diamond final into the Grand Final, then you don't really want to throw away that game on putting cheese strats on. Or maybe you do. Maybe you get lucky.
It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Or medium risk, high reward, I guess, because you've got
because you got that free win basically.
Yeah. But then after that, it's all bracket reset. And
then the real
your next game is your last, no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, but as the winning side, like the onus is not on you to do well. The pressure isn't on you, so
yeah.
get away with it.
I watch my fighting games once. I'm never sure if I want them to reset the bracket because it'll be hype, or if I don't want them to reset the bracket because it's already 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I desperately need to go to bed.
Do you know what? It sort of depends on how it's been. Like watching Street Fighter in the past, it's been like super, super hype and clutch, and then the bracket gets reset. It's like, oh my god! Even though it's 4 in the morning. But then other times in I know with Smash Bros, it's definitely happened where it's like, oh, the brackets reset. Oh god, I've got another
Smash Bros
20
is the worst.
minutes of this because there's like 5 billion stocks left.
Yeah, well, because they do 7-minute matches, but with 3 stocks each, but then best of 3 per one match, and then they do best of 3 of the matches per game or something, isn't it?
Why traditional fighting game tournaments hate having Smash Bros tournaments because they take so bloody long, and they always have their own specific setups that they need. Fucking Smash
I think
Bros.
Ultimate is laid out better. Like it's less lives and the games.
But with Melee, it takes forever. They
Melee
all bring in their
forever,
CRTs. They're all basically on the scale, so you can't change anything. And
wow,
it's I'm not.
Are we all a little on the scale,
tournaments,
PK?
let's put that way. I mean, it's a scale, so yes, technically.
Yeah.
But man,
oh god. Should we get into the games then?
Yeah,
go on.
Mine
No, we ain't finished
Melee round.
Fucking
This is
Smash
not what
Brothers
this show does.
No, but if you do want to see more more content from me and PK playing video games, then let us know in the comments below because we can do that.
Then let me know, and I'll smash
I could do
them
more
both.
Smash with an actual character.
Well,
We could have more.
You should just
Falcon
SD and then
versus-
not want to restart right at the start.
I
and then
mean,
SD again.
I do it every single match, and you know this.
I know.
So it doesn't matter if I do it at the start of the match.
Why don't you
It's
just
gonna
play
happen
Kirby?
at some point.
Then you can always recover.
I mean, it's cute but boring. I just want to play more Ganondorf. We played a lot of Ganondorf versus Captain Falcon, and
They
me
were
as
a lot of
Ganondorf,
fun.
JP as Falcon.
They were a lot
Oh,
of
that was so fun. I've got a couple of replays where I'll just destroy you in like 30 seconds. And it's just like, whoop! That's Ganon.
That's Ganondorf in a nutshell.
I seem to have accidentally won the game.
Yeah, like hit him 3 times, get a stock from like damage rather than him suiciding, and I'm like, oh,
I gave
right
them the
then.
sword. They gave. It's all he needed. It's all he needed. All right.
Good.
Let's get into the games then. So game 1, it's going to be of the Pearl quarterfinals. It's the Toddington Torricats versus the Bristol Braviaries. So me versus Rob.
Woo!
Yeah, man. How are you feeling
Indeed.
coming into this?
Awful.
Can you remember?
Quite hot.
Awful for many reasons. One, because on paper his team just straight up wrecks mine because he's got Mega Steelix and a Cloyster and Intimidate Landorus. And Thunderous is faster than most things. Shackle just walls everything, and I'm also very weak to Fairy, and he's got a Sylveon. So yeah, this is just not
But
Bad times,
not really
as
my
we
game.
see, he didn't bring the Steelix.
He didn't bring the Steelix. I immediately
that
in the
is
chat,
true.
I'm like, you seem to have forgotten to bring your snake. And he's like, oh shit, yeah. Hang on. He doesn't want to play. Looks like this is what I'll have to do.
What a diva. Such a diva.
Alright.
Rob was mind gaming from the second he knew that I was going to be against him when I lost to Chris Munden in the Diamond Final. It was just mind game straight away for the whole time up until the match. So it's very stressful. He gets robbed. But I got my own back a little bit just beforehand. I was just like, oh, he was like, you ready? I'm like, sorry, just looking up a cheese strat real quick, and he was like, oh shit. But yeah, so as you mentioned before, he's not brought the Mega Steelix. He has brought the Cloyster and the Sylveon and the Landorus. Of course he would, why wouldn't he? He's got the Shuckle for sticky webs. I think Landorus gets rocks as well as the Shuckle.
Yeah,
so
gets
careful of that.
Double rocks.
And I have bought an eclectic bunch of Pokemon.
There's a mon in there I'd like to see.
He's hiding behind that panda. But
He's hiding behind that panda.
this is what his second. I think his second appearance now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I changed his name to literally just PK. I do want to talk about him when he comes out in the match.
When he makes an appearance.
Yeah, I can't remember what variety of Skarmy this is. I've brought a bit of both now. So he's no longer the one trick weak armor. Herb.
But now that's the mind game. Whether you'd bring the the weakness policy, weak armor, or just actually go regular Skarmory and be like, oh, I guess now this just walls my things. All right, instead of kills me.
What have I bought? So I brought two tier 5s, a tier 4, tier 3, tier 1 and a mega. He's brought 2 tier 1s, 2 tier 2. Sylveon's tier 2, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 tier 2s, tier 3, which I'm assuming Cloyster's tier 3.
Same as Shuckle,
I think Shuckle's tier 3 as well, actually.
Yeah, I think they're both tier 3.
So he's just not brought his Mega Steelix, but he's brought all his other best stuff.
Top dogs. Well, shall we hop in?
Let's hop into this one and see how it went. We're going to be on normal speed.
Okay,
A little bit faster than normal. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to lead with Liquid, the Feraligatr, which was named because he normally calls his Steelix Solid Snake.
Solid Snake, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got Liquid and Solid the Snake is Skarmory because it's my steel thing.
The nasty plot.
So here comes important thing number 1 this game. I stay in and Thunderbolt thinking, well, I outspeed this and I'm just going to get a big chunk of damage. He misses the Focus Blast, which turns out I think he was Choice Specs, so it would have actually one-hit KO'd me. This is my bit of tech though. We got the Magnet Rise. Saw it on a stream once. Because he had 2 ground types, and I know that things gets Earth power.
I was watching this in the car, and I remember when you clicked Magnet Rise, I went, "Oh, my boy, my boy JP, he's got him, got him."
This thing was super scary. Thankfully, the Toxic landed. Otherwise, this could have been a real problem. Because it just sort of lived everything. I get the Icy Wind just so I can outspeed it with other things. Going to Leafeon thinking I would tank that slightly better than I did.
Does not have good special defense.
With leftovers, I was thinking maybe I can take the second one, but I couldn't. But I do manage to get the wish off, so well done, PK, for getting the wish
I did it!
You did it? Yeah. I was like, good job, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. Wish coming in clutch for Type Steve. Getting him back onto good HP. Getting in Feraligatr now to try and dodge the webs because I knew that he was going for that. And
a rain as well.
Yeah, in the rain as well. And then part of me is like I should have just clicked Z water and killed it, but then that would have also meant that this comes in for free and sets up on Feraligatr, and Feraligatr can't do anything against it. So in a way, it was actually good that he encored me because then I could go into Type Steve and Toxic the Commando. I had Rocky Helmet on this, and I was very upset that Icicle Spear is not a
contact move.
Non-contact.
Yes, and all of the other ones are, but not Icicle Spear. So, he's not taking any damage from that. The Iron Head flinch, that was very, very important. Because I would have definitely died to that, and then he would have probably killed another Mon or 2 while I try and stall out for Toxic.
Bringing your Bullet Punch priority there to finish off. Always useful.
Yeah. But it wouldn't have done much to Cloister. But that Cloister was actually choice banned, so it wasn't even Shell Smash.
Oh.
Getting the parting shot off. First time I brought parting shot.
Hell yeah.
Tournament. Normally it
What
just
a move.
punches things in the face. Going for another Rain Dance. Knocks off my Eviolite. Or Eviolite,
Now you
however
don't
wanna say
have
it.
to worry about the Cloister coming in because you've already killed it.
Yep. Another Toxic Land. I gotta say, the luck was definitely on my side this game.
You did get some bits and bobs here and there, for sure.
Yeah. Every move that could have missed hit, I think.
Well, I mean,
he did miss 2 low accuracy moves.
if God
Oh,
just
sorry,
wants
missed one
Rob to lose, then
Well, for me,
Who
this
are we
is,
to judge?
This is like a bit
Exactly.
of vindication from last season where he
Vindication.
where he paralysed my low punny like 5 times in a row. So
Oh yeah.
this is
God,
my
yeah.
vindication for that. Then Rob could
Wait,
say
didn't you win that anyway?
Yeah, no, I did win that one. Yeah.
Oh, I got double vindicated.
Yeah.
How
Double the
dare he
vindication.
rise to me and not win?
Yeah, so a few bits of luck that game could have been very different. Like he would have still had the Hydreigon and the Thunderous, and then that would have been really dicey. It just would have been a different game. Really.
The Magnet Rise.
The Magnet Rise,
Yes.
yeah. No, I
Yes.
Hey, remember that stream we talked about last time, the draft stream for WB? That's where I got it from.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
picking up the tech from the pros, and hey, it's coming up.
Hell
clutch.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was another win for me in my ongoing win streak versus Rob now. I actually had to go back and look, and ever since I first lost to him it was either season 0 or the monotype where he brought out Latios and just completely destroyed me. In season 1, I knocked him out of the playoffs. Then season 2, I got the Victini Crit City. Season 3 was the low punny getting paralysed and then still killing him. And
Winning.
Then this one, yeah, so I've got 4-1 against him now.
That poor boy.
Now, poor
Don't
boy.
think I've
And
beaten him. So
He's going home to lick his wounds.
Yeah.
after being one of the front runners for the whole season,
Yeah.
Yeah.
looking like he was going to take it without losing. And
It
then,
ain't over till it's
unfortunately-
over.
If that Hydreigon was Steelix,
knock out Mons, man.
I would have been fucked. Because just apart from overheat on Doggo and like sword stance liquidation on the Kroc, I don't really have that much for it. So that was me taking out the S rank team with my C
Oh, baby.
self-rated team.
Oh yeah,
I know it was like
the
second.
worst team in the tournament.
It is currently the worst team in the tournament.
I mean, it always was
Left
the worst
in.
team in the
Left
tournament.
in, yeah. Actually, no, it's drawing worst team with the Pins to Palmatoads in terms of rank ranking.
Oh,
Give it
okay.
I mean, I think I ranked his higher than yours, had you?
yeah. So,
But then I picked you to win the whole thing, so
You did.
we'll see what happens.
I was mad sweating after this one. Anyway, should we get on to game 2?
Yep.
Game 2.
Speaking of sweating for these matches,
Yeah.
get into the next game.
Who we got?
It is E of the Luton Town Leafyons versus Sam Ulner and the Ealing Elikids.
Oh,
It was.
It's Battle of the Padawans now. We had
It
the
is.
Master Battle. Now we got our proteges.
First time we ever played Battle of the Best Images in the league.
What's it? Best image? Oh yeah, best logos.
That's like
Best logo.
Yeah.
My self-rated logo in the league.
I really like your logo. Your logo's sick.
I think it's brilliant.
Like if you look at the details on the shield,
Yeah.
of all the little icons, then you actually look at the logo for I
Yeah,
guess,
the actual
Luton Town
Luton
FC.
Town. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good. Like,
Best thing to come out of Luton. Only
fantastic.
good thing to come out of Luton.
Oh no, there's been. Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah,
Best thing
no.
about Luton is the airport, so you can get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love that airport.
I know, it's very useful being so close to us. Like,
Yeah.
Get those cheap flights, man.
Go on then. So
Speaking of
what's cheap
Speaking of
flights?
cheap flights, there's a Rabombi on this team.
We got 4 flappy birds here. Well, one of them's a bug, but 3 flappy birds and a bug.
Yeah, it's sort of bad. So initially when making this team, I was going to have Rabombi as a suicide sticky webs lead. But then when getting closer and doing a bit more preps, like I actually kind of needed Rabombi to stay alive to help kill Altaria. I was incredibly worried about him setting up with it. Like, even though I don't rate Altaria at all, and always have been vocally against it,
especially after Pixelate got nerfed.
Yeah,
as well.
If it does set up against my team in particular, like, there's not really a lot I can do about it. So this changed. So I still have the sticky webs on, but it's now more built to stay in and try kill a thing. So I actually, when I was going through his matches, like he usually sent out, I figured he'd send out Infernape first. So I was like, right, well, I think he's going to do that. So I'll have Heatran set out, get rocks up, because he's somewhat weak to rocks. And that is the best, best option I've got instead of the Rabombi. So that's kind of like where we went from. I did initially want to bring Garbodor again, because I always want to bring Garbodor, mainly for the fact that it gets Clear Smog. And so Clear Smog doesn't have damage and then clears all their boosts. And I was like, I want to get rid of his boost just in case.
You dark poison or you just poison?
Just poison.
Okay, so you resist.
He's good against Altaria. Yeah.
Being dark poison would make it a good mon.
It also dies the Altaria.
Yes, whereas it would kill the Altaria. Heracross did well against everything that wasn't Altaria, Jirachi, and Infernape, and he's brought those essentially every game. So that's why there's no Mega on this team.
I was going to say, I've been very interested in your prep for your games running through Pearl, because you've actually been going back and looking through every person's matches to see what they brought and be like, okay, well, they brought this the most, so they're more likely to bring this.
And so that's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, and obviously if there's a mon that they haven't brought a lot, but I know will destroy my team, then that's still going to be the number one. But it's good to have an idea of what sort of tendencies they have and what they like to bring, and what sort of versions of the mons. Like obviously Infernape can go physical or special, but he's mainly brought it special from what I've seen. So that's mainly what I was worried about.
Okay, so
he has a lot of other physical mons, like Altaria, Muckalola, Decidueye, like Donphan's physical. Jirachi he's usually brought physical, supporty, but yeah.
Yeah, the Jolteon as well. Altaria is weird because it's got a really good special move pool, but also it doesn't get much boost in for that, whereas it gets Dragon Dance, so Dragon Dance Return is the normal.
I think it Calm Minds. Right?
Does it actually get I should know because I have an Altaria. I know.
It also gets Cotton Guard, which I was worried about.
Dragon Dance, I think Agility. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I get Agility.
Anything else you want to say about this, PK?
Superior was just a last-minute addition instead of Garbodor. This Superior, I think, again, was just fast and supporty. Oh, yeah, it got Glare, that's what it was. It got... Because I was like, well, I can still glare Mega Altaria if everything goes bad. I know he hasn't been paralyzed once this season, but it's still
that boy's got limber, I swear.
Can outspeed it. I can outspeed it for sure. It was just
one of these days.
Yeah. So it was just a fast Superior, just with both screens and glare. Okay. Just as a coverall, really.
Yep. Fun little thing I've just noticed by looking at this. All of the Pokemon are male except for the Altaria and the Zydog, which has no gender. Oh, and actually the Articuno.
Well, speaking of male, we found out earlier that Mr. Mime is not 100% male.
Mr. Mime 50-50 can be a male or a female, but Jinx is 100% male. Sorry, no, female.
I said female.
Oh, she's all man, that one.
But wouldn't you say it should be the other way around? I mean, I don't want to assume Mr. Mime's gender here.
Did you just assume Mr. Mime's gender?
I don't want to
2019, JP.
But it's Mr. in the name.
Yeah.
Whereas Jinx, you could assume could be
trans. It's a tricky sort of Pokemon.
Yeah, it could be trans, It
could be
either. I assumed they were the male and female version of the same sort of line. Like how it's like Bouffalant and Miltank are meant to be the same species, right? But a male and
Ah,
female
blue.
variant.
But Bufalo
No,
was
something
a
like
lot
that?
more like Tauros.
Yeah,
Oh, I know. There's
They
some
don't come from the same
ones, like,
mom either.
Yeah.
got that kind of a dealio, and I thought that was kind of what was going on there. But apparently
Yeah,
not.
no, I get what you mean. It's like Magmar and Electabuzz have a pairing as well.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, should we hop into this one then? So
Yeah,
second
there is an
game of
Articuno
the-
on that team,
of the
which
ones.
I should have expected, but I wasn't really expecting.
He loves that Articuno. It's made it.
And
It's
my
like Pangora's made it to
team's,
too many games.
My teams are generally weak to ice as well, so it's like it's a good mod to pick against me. But
I
I'm
mean,
just kind of like,
It's a great mon when you don't have rocks on your side of the field. If you have rocks on your side of the field, then it becomes a much, much worse mon.
Has Sam not brought his tier 1 actually, just before we hop in? I don't see a tier 1 on that team. He's got his Mega, but Jolteon's tier 3. If they're
Yeah, I
tier
can
2,
see a tier 1.
he hasn't
I
brought
think it's tier 3.
Jirachi. Yeah,
Jirachi, yeah. That's it. That's his only tier 1, right?
Jirachi is his only tier 1. Yeah.
He prefers to opt for the middling sort of
Well,
power in
and
the
he's
middle.
bought his power in the middle team.
He has brought his power in the middle team.
We know he likes a bit of power in the middle, so
He
I
does.
think we should probably get started on this match.
That could mean
We've
anything.
been
His favourite show is
sidetracked to it.
Malcolm in Middle.
Yeah. Oh, actually, one last thing before we get into it. We had an interloper in the chat in this one.
Oh yeah.
Up the Imps. We do know who Up the Imps is. He said you can stick your veggie burgers up your ass, which was very uncouth. But it's a Football Manager reference, and it's the Delhi bird that appeared on the last show.
Yes, it is. But we shouted him down for being inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
it wasn't a
#remove
randomer.
Imps.
It was our friend who was
Zani experience.
not understanding. Yeah,
Football friend. Yeah. Football
Yeah.
friend.
I got him hooked on Football Manager again.
But there was no
I am
Bulbasaur
the
for
pusher.
Shearer for this game, so
It was not. No Delhi Bird.
can have a great show. Right, yeah, let's get into it then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Pow. Right in the kisser.
Don Nutto. I love your Heatran names. They make me laugh every time.
Elf rocks up. Good start.
Is
That's
deployed
that
the
Articuno on
Knuckles.
half health. Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Toxic
that's
back.
true. Does that do Quater against this as well? Oh no, only 12% to Johnny Blaze.
There's the fighting resist,
fighting.
but the
Sure.
fire.
Got the light
is just
screen up
neutral.
first because I figured it was special. Went for the
Support
reflect.
superior.
Sub.
Drives me
Yep.
nuts.
And the miss. At
Miss,
this point, I
though.
was like, shit.
Like, couldn't you
Oh,
have just
seven
leaf
is
stormed
fine.
on the Switch?
Yeah, but I
and
wanted
then leaf
to
stormed again.
See, that
to-
switch
to
out
KO?
there, I'm not sure about that. I mean, maybe, I guess
feel
if he's
like-
only running special,
Yeah.
then he has got the drop to deal with. Yeah.
Moonwalking.
Yeah,
Ooh,
brave
Bird
birded.
resisted.
Big brain.
Still doing a good amount. Oh, it's a Flame Orb. We got a quick feet Jolty on here.
wish.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
I
Wish,
also
but
forgot
then
about my.
go-
He
Yeah.
wasn't Wish Protect. He was just
No,
Wish.
yeah, that's what he was. He was
But-
just wish.
Does Johnny Blaze now get this Wish, or because Jolteon died, does it not come off?
I think because he.
Because it should come in.
Yeah, I think because he died.
Yeah, because he died on the turn that he used the Wish, so
Yeah.
the Wish doesn't come off.
Here's
So,
great.
okay.
'Cause I have Draining Kiss because it is actually Sash still, as we see here, just in case I came in on like rocks or something. Knew I was going to live to get equivalents. Knew he was choiced because he was faster than me, and he should never
Yep.
be faster than me.
Okay.
So I knew I was safe to, not switch out.
Yeah,
and
that-
here
that
I
was
think
good
I'm just
thinking.
gonna take names with this
It's
Rabombi.
Rabombi, yeah.
While we put it in work, and then it
Just
lives. And I was
lives.
like, but then I was like, wait, I just get Lanoonin for free here. Like,
Oh.
there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah.
So, pow.
Unless that freezes, which I'm not even sure
I
freeze
don't
strike
think
can
it
do.
can. Yeah.
Um,
And then
Then,
everything else from here dies to an extreme speed, like adamant
Yeah.
+6.
yeah.
Dab.
Even if this got a cotton guard
Let's
up,
do.
it's not
I
good.
it
don't-
wouldn't-
if
it
it
wouldn't
had a
have got
cotton
it.
guard up, it might have been alright,
It
but
might
it
live,
doesn't
but
have
it
a turn to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still have. So I had a choice Zygarde in here. So it was so the Zygarde was choiced, but with no speed EVs. So it lived so it was faster than a quick feet Jolteon with the Jolteon came in on webs. Like, I think that's what it was.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
So just
yeah,
like no Speedy B's choice, just in case he was feet and I had webs up, and I was like, okay, that's fine.
That's what you call in-depth prep there.
I mean,
Well,
but you didn't even have webs up, so
Yeah, I know. I was like, it was just a
in
for
case,
instance. I didn't need any speed in it, so I was like, oh great, like, I could just have a scarf on it because that's all it needed, and then
Yeah.
But I'm glad I got Lanoon going a little bit, just a little bit.
yeah.
God,
I remember
so
watching
cool.
this and being like, yes, he did it. Lanoon finally did it. My boy PK got him good.
And at that point, there was nothing Sam could do because everything dies to an extreme speed, and even if Vernape can't outspeed it with Mach Punch or Vacuum Wave because it's +2 priority on extreme speed.
Yep.
It's a scary thing to have in the back.
Yes.
An incredible mon. I just need, wish it. It's tier 4. Tier 4.
So
Tier 4.
Okay.
Tier 4.
Yeah.
Tier 4.
It's fine, but I think that's where
I think that's
it
perfectly
should be.
fine because the amount of times it will go
I
off.
disagree.
Like,
Well,
I think we'll
okay,
get-
so
we'll get
PK's
into
tried it
that.
damn near every single game this season.
Yep.
This is the first time it's ever got more than a revenge kill at best.
Did you,
Yeah.
when you fought PK, did you put it in your calculator of how much extreme speed does to your whole team?
Well, I just put a focus sash on something
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and was like, I kill it back with a fighting move easily.
Look, he set up rocks, Joe. He set up rocks.
Well,
yeah, I did it right this time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good execution.
Yeah, I'm glad it
Gotta be prepared.
all came off.
You do
Like-
have to be prepared. Be prepared. Dun 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 dun. dun.
A run through the losers bracket is still going on.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Was
and
this game
those-
5 in Pearl for you or something?
So
Was
who
it
was
game
it? It was 4, I think. It was Stu.
John?
Stu, John, Ray, Sam, and me winning this means I'm still in, and I fight you as in the 5th match.
All that Pummelling
Yes.
Civil War.
My Pearl run.
That's right.
That's
The
right.
fated duel.
It's
the
our
duel
next
of the
game.
fates, so much so.
It's the Toddington Torricats versus the Luton Town Leafyons. First of all,
Bunch of shitters.
bunch of shit. Well, this is what in the news bracket, isn't it? First of all, just want to say sorry we didn't record this live. For me, at least, it was way too stressful. Like thinking about the dynamics of recording it at the same time while trying to play it. So I was just like, no, could we just play separately? And then that's why we did a little video thing afterwards. Because we go to it.
Though I think
But-
doing the little video thing made it worse because then everyone
confused
expected
everyone, yeah.
like a special video to come, and we were like, no, it's just a regular video, nothing special.
This is
We're like, oh boy, I can't wait till that special live commentary. Yikes!
Oh dear. We're going to watch this on very slow to give us more time to like talk about each little bit that goes on. We can sort of get
Or
back in the
knockout
zone
match.
for the match.
So.
Yeah. No, whoever wins this is in the Pearl final and
Yes.
is guaranteed a minimum of 3rd place.
Yep.
Honourable bronze.
Honourable bronze. We love an honourable bronze.
Well, should we get into it, or does anything you want to say before we go in?
I think we should talk about the teams a little bit. Do you want to go first, PK? Or?
Yeah, so I had what I thought was 5 of your mons for definite, and then 1 or 2, because you've generally always brought at least 4 or 5 of the same mons, and then generally switched out either Mimikyu or Mega Manetric. So I figured you'd choose one of those and the other 5, like that I kind of knew and had to plan for. You may have brought Incineroar, but it didn't really work against my team. But you having both Mega Manetric and Mimikyu kind of threw me for a loop. Because in my last minute item...
Sorry, him bringing his best tier 1 and his Mega threw you for a loop. You should never expect him to bring those things. No.
Classic
who I
JP
was
strikes
against.
again.
Yeah, I know.
Like, yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's like, well, he did a lot of things I didn't expect in this match, which we'll
you
see. But
just have to expect the unexpected. That's why I lost to Tom Goodser way back.
But yeah.
He
So,
knew I was up to some. Yeah.
So there was a last minute item switch on Heat Ran because I was like,
Oh, yeah?
I don't really know what item to put on it, and I was like, all right, what can I
were
not
you
really
in? I can't
account for? It was a Pasho berry in the end, which was a
Pasho
water
berry.
resist berry,
Okay.
just in case you got for alligator in and thought instead of setting up, you'll just
That's the
kill
water
me.
resist berry,
Like,
isn't it?
That is the water resist berry.
That is
Okay,
what PK just said. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, so yeah, that was the last one. And then you didn't bring it, and I was like, oh, I guess it doesn't have an item then.
Whoop.
Yeah, I don't
could've
think I
brought
had any
something
other
different,
water moves or anything like. There was no Aquatail on Haxorus, no Hidden Power Waters taken away. Because I thought you would prepare for Alligator quite a lot because it's very scary in
Yep,
Krocs.
you've used it against me before in like prep and stuff, and
Yeah.
in general, I'm like,
It's
and
been
the
great.
alligator puts in a lot of work.
Just one Dragon
Yeah.
Dance and game can be over.
So,
Which was
looking
that was the
at
plan
my
against Rob,
team,
actually.
my team essentially is like, I need Skarmory down, and then I can go to work. Like once I get Skarmory down, then I think I think I can, think I got this. That was my plan going in.
Yeah.
I didn't bring Rabombi, because you always said about your fairiness.
I say this like almost too
yeah.
much on the show. I'm like, my team's so weak to fairy. Oh,
yeah. The only thing that the only thing that Rabombi did anything against was Reuniclus or maybe a HP fire against Skarmory. So I was like, well, that's no good. Like their secondary bug typing really didn't help.
I was so worried about the Rabombi because it just outspeeds Haxorus. If you're a specially choice Scarf, then you outspeed a Dragon Dance Haxorus, and you just one-shot it back with a Moonblast. So I was like, well, if he's brought Rabombi and it sticky webs up, I'm fucked.
Yeah, but like everything on my team kind of dealt with Haxorus.
Yeah.
So, based on my calcs and whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of dealt with Haxorus in general.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really too worried about that.
I was going to very quickly
Got the Mr. Mime though.
look
Yeah.
at my sets because I can't quite remember what I had on things. I know the Skarmory, I'm pretty sure was running defog on it because I was so worried about you set up with sticky webs. So it was more of a supporty Skarmory today. He was just there to tank hits and sort of use keep your stuff off the field. But then you didn't bring the Rabombi anyway, so didn't
Speaking
matter
of
so
sets,
much. Yep.
there was a seventh Mon that could have been on this, and I really wanted to put it on.
Oh, okay,
I thought it would have worked so well. So I sent you a picture of the set. So I don't know if you want to get that up on the screen when you're doing it.
Yeah.
It is it's a physical superior with Leaf Blade, Facade, Knockoff, and Natural Gift.
Natural Gift. PK, tell us about Natural Gift.
So Natural Gift is a physical type move that's power and type varies based on what item you're holding, or based on what berry you're holding, in fact.
Yes.
And I believe it consumes the berry. So it had a Ganlan berry, which was a ice type berry. I think that's what it had on it. Yeah, I think I had a Gamelon berry that would have given Superior an ice type
Gamelon
attack.
berry. A wand of Gamelon.
Yeah, and the best thing about what this physical Superior was going to do in this match is JP has 2 Intimidators, and with Contrary, JP, if he'd brought Incineroar or Manectric with the HP Ice, he would have intimidated it. I would have got the attack boost, and JP would have thought, well, that's fine because it's a Superior.
Yeah,
but
special,
it's a full
right?
physical Superior.
Full physical Superior.
With any of its moves, and it also had Facade in case you wanted to toxic me and you still hadn't worked it out yet. So I really wanted to bring
This
it.
is like next level
I was so
Superior.
excited for this set, and I was like, no, it just doesn't work. I should have brought it, but it just doesn't work.
It would have been fire if it hit the field, but I think you made the right choice in a way by not bringing it because
yeah, I did, but
didn't bring the
so excited
Incineroar.
for it in prep. I was like, oh come on, this is gonna do well. But,
Yeah.
Can I just say that turns out we didn't assume Mr. Mime's gender because he is actually male, so everything's fine.
Or was he? Was it 100% male?
No, but in this game he is male.
Mr.
Sorry, yeah.
Mr. Aegis
Right, I'm on-
Reflector will always be male. He learnt from his bro
Gotcha.
about
Yeah.
the Aegis Reflector.
Right, I've got my setups up now. So yeah, Haxorus. So Haxorus was my win con in my prep. That I was aiming for a Haxorus sweep at the end of the game. So I was Dragon Dance, Poison Jab for the Ribbombi and the Mr. Mime, Earthquake and Outrage, and I had Berry on it that I know comes out in this game, so we'll talk about that then. Max attack and 200 EVs in speed with a speed nature to outspeed. I think it was like a choice scarf heat ran after Dragon Dance.
I
think
it's Haxorus is a 97 speed, so it's probably outspeed like Lanoon or something. Like,
or
Mr.
yeah, it was to
Mime. Maybe it was
outspeed-
Mr. Mime or something.
No, I think it was heat ran, so I could Earthquake you.
I mean, the heat run's pretty slow anyway. It's only 77. That's why I'm thinking maybe it was like Mr. Mime.
Well, that's why I wasn't like fully invested. So if you were max speed heat ran,
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
yeah.
Maybe it was that. Yeah.
Then Runiclus was Fightinium Z, Psychic Focus Blast, Trick Room, and Future Sight.
Baby.
Shadow the Edge Dog was pretty much normal, like set for
The standard set,
for a
yeah.
Minetric. Jamerat Superfan was. This is an interesting set. It was so Play Rough, Drain Punch, Trick Room, Destiny Bond, Focus Sash.
Yep.
That was a
When
set.
you say an interesting set, you mean a garbage set.
No. So Mimikyu's plan this game was if it ends up in its situation where Lanoon has gone to town, then I need to either be able to kill it with a Drain Punch, or if I can't kill it, I need to Destiny Bond. So if he gets going with something, I need to Destiny Bond just kill it.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to take a +6 Shadow Claw, I don't think, from Lanoon. So you said you had Sash on it, right?
Yes. So,
So that was the right play, because like you wouldn't have taken a Shadow Claw and you would have been able to.
yeah, and what it does,
get
it
it
gives me 2 switch-ins, or it gives me 1 switch-in and then the Sash. So I've got my Disguise and I've got the Focus Sash.
Yeah.
And then the last one was Pangoro. And yeah, he was just a big punchy thing. Earthquake, Aerial Ace,
What a
Ice
surprise.
Punch, Hammer, Arm, and Expert Belt.
Yeah, you had Aerial Ace on it, which was a strange move. That
It was purely for
the
the
heat,
Heracross.
Heracross, yeah.
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 So I didn't have anything else that could one-shot it, I don't think.
Yeah. One last thing is
Oh, yeah.
that I thought you might just go Trick Room, so I didn't put any speed on anything, pretty much.
And there's me with two Mons with Trick Room on it, because your team was so much faster than mine.
Yeah, that's why I think it was only Hunchcrow and Lanoon that actually had any speed on them.
Right.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, we were looking at the Prep-O-Matic to go. I was like, PK, I know we're fighting each other, but I don't have access to the full Prep-O-Matic. Could you do me a solid and just send me over? And I had a look, I was like, oh my god, he's so much faster than me. Why did Joe say his team was slow in the Alasars?
He did correct himself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Multiple times.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's probably enough.
Yeah.
Probably a good time to get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong page.
I want to talk about turn 1.
Yeah. Well, if you want to pause at any point, just let me know. Okay.
Well, it's on really slow.
it's really slow,
Okay.
so
So it
can
should
probably
be
take that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right.
Because it's
Turn
very
1.
slow. It takes a long time. For
Oh
this to
my!
send out the first one.
This is really slow. They were
This is
not
really
lying.
slow.
I figured there is
Lord.
no way this thing is staying in. I run Earth Power every single time.
I'm thinking I'll never hit.
He stays in. I'm like, what?
Unless he's like choice specs Earth Power or something, and he's seen me use Magnet, right? So he might not go for it.
Yeah, I was full special attack modest on this, so it's like, I think it probably could have killed you anyway. And then you Will-O-Wisp, then I Will-O-Wisp, and you didn't switch. I was like, Oh, fuck's sake.
Thank God I didn't switch, because
Yeah.
I do not want to get anything getting the Will-O-Wisp this game, because I haven't brought the Leafy on with the Heal Bell.
Yeah. Then I go for the Earth Power. It's like, all right, he might just hit me again. And then he Volt switches out, and I'm like, oh, fuck, he's in my head already.
Yeah, it was quite a nice turn 1 and 2 for me, because I'm pretty sure I was Regenerator on this
Oh,
one.
here it comes!
Yeah.
The all-out
Pummelling! You're really slow on that Pummelling.
quad resisted by a
Quad
special
resisted.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have clicked
in fact,
Focus Blast, but I just wanted to try and guarantee hitting Don Bloco if it stayed in.
Yeah.
Mr. Mime was also Titanium Z.
Yeah.
I don't think we get to see it. I was tempted to
yeah.
return with my own all-out pummeling, even though it wouldn't kill. So it's just all-out pummeling into all-out pummeling. But I was like, oh no, it's fine. So.
I knew
We're on brand, boys. We're on brand.
you were gonna bloody nasty plot up, and I was just like, Future Sight.
Oh, I fucking hate that move. Like, God damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm forced to go into Mimikyu here to blow the disguise, because nothing else can switch into this. Even Skarmory takes about 50% from Dazzling Gleam, so I was like, well, no, I have to go into Mimikyu.
I was thinking, okay, cool. Ah, no.
Now this dies to the player and
Finished off by the future
sight. The
sight.
Future Sight.
So do we count that
Yeah.
as a kill for... Yeah, it must be a kill for the...
That's
It's
a
kill
kill
for
for Uniclus.
Uniclus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jamie Rat Superfan not getting any kills this season. Then Honchkrow, I'm assuming a Sucker Punch is coming, but actually
No,
it's a
the
Brave Bird.
because I wanted to guarantee it. Like, I don't want to chance it in case you do it.
Yeah, I think I was clicking Trick Room in case you were like a Choice Scarf or you were a Sucker Punch or something. No, it was, sorry, Sucker Punch. I think it was either Trick Room or Destiny Bond, but I don't think Destiny Bond.
Right.
Yeah, go into Skarmory, which pretty much walls this, except for it doesn't, because you do 60% to me.
Yeah, and then here's where I misplay in this turn 10 coming up.
Okay.
And
So I'm
this
outspeeding
kind
you
of-
now because you didn't click Sucker Punch again.
This sets the tone for kind of the rest of the match that your
Sucker
Skarmory
Punch
has managed
fail.
to get a roost off.
Yep.
And as I've said before, I need Skarmory to go down. If Skarmory had gone down here, things would have been a lot easier for me going forward. Like,
Yeah, I get the roost off, which is
that
really
little
nice for me.
misplay. Like, yeah.
That roost was actually very, very important for me because it lets me tank a hit from Lanoon. And we've got Brenda. I hate this thing. It just takes no damage.
Love
on
this
the calcs at all.
Okay. Yep. That it don't.
Get a knockoff.
That
It was nice. A knocks off. Oh, actually, no. Because I'm Z, doesn't actually do that
Yeah,
much to me.
you've
which
Z'd
is-
already, but-
I really like on Uniclus. Going for a wish.
Oh, the future side.
Yes, I'm like, okay, no wish shenanigans here. Was it Ray that brought Future Sight against you on
Yeah,
Slowbro?
yeah, because he was like, he knew that the future sight hit before the wish did. So if I
Okay.
went, try to wish up, he'd get hit by
Yeah.
future sight, and then wish had hit me. Yeah,
I figured, it's a good shout because it's 120 base.
yeah, I know.
On Uniclus, it does a
Fucking
butt ton.
annoying.
Does a butt ton.
Is it if you die before the future sight hits, then it just gets rid of the move completely? Am I right?
Yeah, it
Uh,
doesn't hit
yeah,
the
yeah,
next
'cause
thing.
it
I
hits
think it's
nothing.
Yeah,
Because even though you had switched out into a different mon, the original one that used it was still alive. So
yeah.
I think that's how it works.
But I think you play around it very nice here, switching out to Brenda instead of Heracross taking it, and then protecting.
Yeah, this is the only thing that could live a future
I
sight.
think I go for Outrage here, yeah. Because I'm looking at the team and like, I can just click Outrage here. And I don't think there's a huge amount you can do about it.
Yeah. No fairy types left.
Heat rounds in range, and definitely after this Dragon Dance, definitely in range.
Yeah, so I'm clicking Skull just in the vain hope of a burn.
Yeah, I was
I know
very
I
scared
can
of the burn.
Yeah, I can live one outrage from it.
Yeah, I need
And
to.
there's also Rocky Helmet because you're quite physically offensive,
Yes.
rather than like leftovers or anything like that. So.
Yes. I need to do like 3 or 4 Dragon Dances if I'm burned to kill this thing. Yeah, very unfortunate you didn't get burn on either of the scolds. That's 60% chance to burn, and didn't get it.
Well,
it's not
quite.
Yeah.
But, so we know
It is, right?
not,
It's two nuts of thing. No,
Not
I don't
additive.
So what if I use it like 4 times? It's 120% chance to burn or something.
that guaranteed burn.
Yeah. But yeah, now with the dragon that's up, I just kind of outspeed.
Tend to go
a
to
lot of the
town.
ones.
Yeah. Especially with the good idea of the persimberry.
Persimberry, yes. So is that come off now? Yeah, it just happened. Yeah, which cures confusion. So I'm thinking, well, because this is my sweeper, if he's still got a lot of things left, I can outrage, and then if I get confused, then I can carry on clicking outrage if I need to, or I can switch to another move if he's gone to something I need to earthquake or whatever.
Ramirez
doing tanking
everything.
the hit.
Doing everything
Living like
again.
a boss, killing my Haxorus, and I'm like,
He was fully HP as well.
yeah,
Okay.
Also had bulk up on it in case.
it was very bulky. You get the crit thunderbolt, which definitely mattered. But this game is far from over because he's got a Linoon left.
I do have a
Linoon
Linoon left.
is fucking bullshit.
However,
I'll
it's Skarmory.
yeah, so I have Skarmory, but like everything else dies in one hit to an extreme speed.
Crit bombs.
I was so worried you were going to be Zed Belly Drum, because then Skarmory I don't think could kill you with an Iron Head.
Maybe, but there's kind of no need when it has Gluttony and the
Sure.
Figgy Berry, because
Sure,
you're
but-
going to get back to full rather than getting to 50%. If you can get it in, like, fine.
Yes, but because
obviously
you
it doesn't happen. But
took more than 50% there, you only healed up to 75%, and then when you belly drum, you went back down to 25, which put you in range of Brave Bird. Whereas if you were Zed, you may have lived.
But I also wanted
it
all-out pummeling.
This is true. This is true. I think you would have gone down in the end to Rocky Helmet if you were Zed,
Yeah.
but if you did live, then you one-shot the rest of my team.
Yeah, if this had gone down earlier, then I should have clicked Bravebird, but
Yeah.
I was slower than you, so I went for Sucker Punch, thinking, well, I know I'm slower than him, so I'll just, attempt to
Yeah.
get off. And I completely forgot about Roost anyway. It would Roost, and I was like, when it happened, I was like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was just thinking you're going to click Sucker Punch, so I roost. That was my thought.
Yeah.
I think if Skarmory had gone down there, the only play I could have gone for was go into Manectric, switch out into Reuniclus, let Reuniclus get sacked, go back
Get
into
all the
Manectric,
intimidates. Yeah, that was what.
let that go down,
Yeah, that's what you would have needed to do.
and then try and kill with Pangoro, which is on the highest health.
Yeah, because I think at that point in the game, my main special attacker, Mr. Mime, had already gone down. Like, Heat Ran was fully special, but it was on 26%, so
Yeah.
like it wouldn't have lived anything. So yeah, you could have probably have just played around the with the Intimidate there, because everything I had left was physical. Well, Brenda, but she doesn't do anything.
That's when the contrary superior with the berry would have come in clutch.
Oh man, it was gonna
my
go
God.
so well. Oh, it was gonna be so sick.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm telling people now, because like you need to know how
You need
cool
to
this
know.
would have been. Like, it would have been so sick.
It would have been very cool. Yeah, I know exactly what the feeling that is. It's like in season 1 where I didn't get to do my my Uxie set because I got frozen. So yeah, don't worry, I know the feel. But yeah, sorry man, it feels bad having to.
Happens. No, I
Do the
predicted you
knockout.
to win the tournament, so
You just vindicating yourself.
I definitely didn't. I didn't sack this game, so my prophecy would come true, right?
We got no David Coulthard, Mika Hakkinen nonsense going on here.
Yeah, true.
F1.
But no, yeah, it was unfortunate, but it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I've managed to redeem myself from last season, for proving that season 2 wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, like you had a storming run through Pearl, and actually just a pretty good season overall. Like stormed the Kanto group
Yeah, the early groups.
Still on the,
and then
still on the
into-
first three. Had a bit of trouble with Rob and Ray, who
In the master group.
who were undefeated at this point. Then lost narrowly to Ed, I think.
But you did manage to get your own back on Ray in the end.
Yeah, the rematch was mainly in my favour.
I bet Ray was like loving watching this match. He's like, yes, we're like pummeling, knocking each other out.
Only one of you bastards left.
Yeah, no, all that pummeling final for you.
But we could still have
Could have
an all-out
pummeling
pummeling champion.
That's true.
It's going to be a long slog and a big ass.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be a
difficult.
long.
But you've got a long slong and a big
Yes.
And a big ass.
so and a big ass. So you got it.
Long
I am-
schlong silver over here.
I'm filled with determination that I'm gonna try and do this. So
And it
we'll
would
see how it
even up the two dynasties in the league. The all-out pummeling have two champions.
yes,
and
two
we only
champions
have
to
one.
out your league. Yeah, because we've only got Joe, and out your league has Sam and Dom.
Yeah.
So we need to get me on there as well.
If we could just hop potato the championship between us forever.
And then we boost Ray next season, and then we boost PK the season afterwards. No one else gets a look in.
Yeah. I'm liking the sound.
We'll have the
I'm liking sound
monopoly
of
on
this.
victory.
We'll be selling them at a premium. Pay to win. That's what this tournament will become.
And then we'll sell tickets to all our games. Yeah.
People will come from miles to see all our pummeling versus out of your league. Oh god, no, it's gonna be tough because even if I beat whoever's in the Pearl final, then we've got to win 2 games in the grand final.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got to win 3 games to get it.
Got to put my big boy boots on. Not that they haven't been on already, but yeah, it's.
I mean, they've had to be with that shit team you've got.
Yeah, I know, right? But I told you, I like this team. Like
It's true, and sometimes that's a lot better than just being a good team.
Yeah, the only one I'm not super feeling is, you could probably guess, is Altaria, just because it is. There's never a slot for it.
Yeah.
It's
rubbish.
quite weak to ice. Just if by chance they're packing ice coverage for Haxorus and why not Skarmory, then it's just free insta kill on the bird.
Yeah, I
So
think
can't
there's
even
only
run Comment Guard on it because it just dies.
then there's only one of my mons that I'm not really feeling, but I still kind of like, and the only one I'm not super hot on is Mr. Mime, but it still managed to hit a big all-out pummeling and a couple of nasty pots. So,
Mr. Mime's been fine
I
for you.
still like it. I still think it's been fine.
For a
But
tier
all the
5.
others, I'm like, man, these
He's
mons
been
are really
Mr.
cool.
5.
I really like this.
Yeah. I was just gonna pick him up next season. Alright. Well, yeah, that's our games then. So that was the semi-final match.
It was.
Which means that next week we'll be covering the Diamond final and the Pearl final if it's been played by then. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Cool. Alright, should we move on to the name rater?
Ooh.
And who should we do first? Should we do Rube?
Do a bit of Rube.
It's the Bristol
We
Braviaries.
saw him bowing out with the
We
tournament
did.
earlier on
We
in
did,
this
yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
So,
I've neglected to talk about that most because he DM'd me the whole time beforehand. Oh dear. And afterwards, actually.
Yeah.
And forever. And before the Pokemon was even announced.
Yeah.
And
Jep, you remember that time you flinched me in the really important time in that match? Yeah, you remember that Victini ages ago? He still brings up the Victini.
Oh,
Let it go,
Rob.
man.
Let it be. Let it be.
Maybe. Oh, have any of you, that movie out? Have you guys seen that movie? It's where people just forget the Beatles exist except for one
it's
guy.
out now.
And then
I saw
Is it
that
out
it's a
now?
thing, but I don't really know
I
much
kind of
about
want
the
to
Beatles.
see it. I mean,
It's Danny
I-
Boyle, so it's probably
yeah, I
gonna
think
be
it's
fairly
good.
good.
I think it'd be quite good. I kind of want to see it. I mean, I'm not the biggest Beatles fan, but they have good songs.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
fun concept though.
Yeah. But-
How different would the world be? And it's like just nothing's changed. It's completely exactly how it is now. Just Queen is slightly more popular than it was already. Alright. Yeah, Rob.
So Rob's names. Shall I get going?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I have no idea if these are in the right order. They are just in the order that you sent across to me. So
Yeah,
here we
they
go.
were done very hastily just before the show.
Yeah, despite Rob saying, "Oh, I'll do it" at 9:50 this morning, he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I'll do that right now."
He said that yesterday as well.
He
didn't
waited until like 5 minutes after we wanted to start recording to hastily jot it down and send it over. So,
God bless him.
but at least we've bloody got. So right.
Yeah.
First of all, we have the Mega Steelix, which you may remember is called Solid Snake.
Dun 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 dun
Uh-huh.
dun dun dun. What's that, Saki?
Fucking Metal Gear. Fucking shit. Hideo Kojima.
Blah, blah.
I've made a weird game about babies and Norman Reedus. Right. Yeah. He says here, because Metal Gear Solid, obviously, he kept the name because, contrary to my first impression, he was pretty solid. So, yeah, Mega Steelix has been pretty good.
That's been pretty good.
I would have given him 10 out of 10 for that if he had a Glisapod in his team. First impression.
Oh,
Right, gotcha.
I see. You stick to the editing. We'll stick to the fun.
Yeah.
That's
This is why you. This is why you do the recording and the editing. We're the on-screen
host.
talent and
and everything else. Okay.
Steven Stills the talent right here.
I like to think that I inspire you to create such great japes as you do.
You are our muse, JP. You are our muse.
Our jungle japes.
The puppeteer. No. That's why I'm at the top of the totem.
Why I
What are you?
Got to hit through Joe to get to you. Fuck.
Please no.
Wait, we can make it work. Just punch up.
I should have been doing more of a
You should go like, but also did your own
move
arm
back.
up as well.
Get out of the way. It's like,
Wait, can we do that?
Did you just...
So PK, you like put your arm up, and then Joe,
Right.
if you put your arm up, and I'll put my arm up.
right,
Okay.
Okay, right. You have to go all the way through your camera though, Joe.
Were we doing it like like in the
Remember, 'cause
cascade?
I am 2 seconds behind you guys.
So Joe, if you just look at PK's camera, and then when he punches up, you punch up. So when his fist goes off the top,
Yep.
and then I'll do mine when your fist goes up the top.
Okay.
Right, we ready?
Yep. Right, ready?
Okay.
You got it! You got
I
it!
saw opportunity.
I knew it!
Got it!
I took it.
Nailed it! I was kind of expecting that.
I was gonna just
Fucking nailed it,
just gonna
boys.
leave the Discord call. Fuck you, man. I try so
Good night,
hard.
everybody.
Good night. Finish the show on my own.
Go on then. What's fucking Landorus' name then?
It's Rich Gliscor, actually.
Oh, is it now? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Move on. What's the next one?
No, some shit.
Rob says here, this was because he's a rich man's Gliscor, despite him being the same tier, which is incorrect because Gliscor's the tier below. But we'll let that slide. He, he wrote it because he had no time to do it, so he had to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was no time.
Last minute and all. So.
Yeah, shit out.
Then next up we have Thunderous, who's called Shazam. Shazam! Because electric and stuff. The genies are hard as they kind of lack personality, IMO, he says. But I think Shazam is actually a fantastic name.
Yeah.
Like,
Wonderfully
Shazam.
functional.
because it's kind of a magic genie sort of word.
Yeah.
And then Shazam is the lightning bolt guy from D&D, and I think it's a really good name.
Yeah, I like that for
Solid
Thunderous.
effort.
Yeah. Next up we have the Hydreigon. Hydreigon.
Hydragon.
We go through this a lot.
Hydreigon?
that's what I always call
because
it.
it's dry.
Oh,
like
yeah,
three.
dry, yeah.
Hydreigon.
He's not just called hydrogen, is it?
Hydrogen, yeah.
Is it meant to be a...
That's why it's so explosive.
Yeah.
It's a
that's what-
3-headed dragon, so it's
Hydra.
Dragon.
Yeah.
He's
It's
levitating, so
Yeah.
it's really high. Like, that's what I say it is.
It's because it's Vilus and
Yeah, because it's
Dino.
Einzwei. Oh, no,
And it's-
yeah.
and it's also kind of like a Hydra. So it's
Vilus.
Hydra, and then Dry, and then Dragon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Dry Hydrogen is called Fluffy.
Because it's easier to pronounce.
Yes, the big 3-headed dog from the first Harry Potter film. Just like that dog, Hydreigon was ultimately underwhelming. I'm not sure I 100% agree with that.
yeah.
I think that's
I think it's been pretty good. Like, especially when they knocked it down to tier 2. I think it's,
yeah, as a tier
that's
2,
a
I
good
think it's
pickup, and it's done
Tier
well.
2, it's great. I mean, personally, I'd still lobby for it tier 1, but
I would not. I think it's Rob's shown that it's a good enough tier 2. Like, this is where I think it should be, personally.
Yeah. I think
it's the 4 times
I
fairy
don't know.
weakness, and the problem is that with the meta at the moment, fairy is super prevalent. So Hydreigon normally is just scared of, just a random fairy type coming out clicking like draining kiss or something.
Yeah, but like you can usually doesn't he usually like run it assault vest or something? So that's sort of mitigated. Like, I'm not sure what its defenses. I'm not sure what its defenses are, to be honest. But I haven't actually
It's
looked at it.
dragon, so it resists most.
all of its
those.
stats are above 90, I swear. Like, it's just a weird brick of good stats as a pseudo legendary.
Isn't it like 97
Like stat
speed, so it's just slightly slower than you want it?
98. But yeah, no,
98.
defenses are both
Oh, sorry,
90.
98.
God, you don't know anything, don't you?
Defenses are
You don't
both
know the
90,
stats.
and it's defenses are both 90, speed 98, HP 92. There you go.
Okay. Yeah,
All
right,
of
right,
them.
all off the
Right
top of
here.
his head, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. No one can see my face go slightly white when I open a new tab.
Yeah.
That's just that's him going pale when he's using all the blood to recall what he needs to know from deep areas in his brain.
The
Pretty
deep
cool
recesses.
Next up, the Sylveon, called
I'm on the wrong.
Happy Hitoshura.
Yay!
Happy Hitashura. Or Happy Hitashura-chan in this match.
It
versus
says,
Pika.
this was meant to psych PK out, and then he says in brackets, which worked. But I actually really liked it, so it stuck. It's so happy. He says, Loud
quite happy,
Halo
actually.
version 2 was also a strong contender, as it just kept clicking hyper voice all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So,
Can we-
so Hitashura is the name of the main character in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. He's like a kid who has like blue tattoos like all over himself. Like he's quite dark with blue tattoos all over himself.
Yeah.
And my Umbreon in the shiny form is like black with blue sort of like rings all over it. So I named it Hitashura. And Sylveon is a happy Hitashura. He's, you know, all fairy and happy.
I like that. That's a really nice name.
Which... Hang on. Which Shin Megami Tensei? Is this the one that was...
Nocturne. Lucifer's cool.
Lucifer's cool.
Lucifer's
Okay,
cool
yeah,
in this
yeah.
country, but yeah, it's,
Yeah,
not. It's the one featuring Dante with the Devil May Cry series.
Yeah.
Lucifer's cool in this country, but everywhere else on the internet just calls it Nocturne. So yeah.
I remember playing that game and being like, oh, I'm loving this. This is great. And then I got
Yeah.
to like a boss.
Matador.
Yeah,
Got to
I
Matador.
got a Matador and I was
Yep.
like, oh.
That
Guess-
is the game's
guess I
infamous
just don't
for
play this
that
game anymore.
massive difficulty spike right
Yeah.
there, where you have to beat Matador to go over the bridge, and I think he resists a load of stuff and gets multiple turns on your party, so you have to actually properly prepare for him. You don't know this until like air, and you're
And
like,
you
well,
can't
fuck, I'm just dead.
backtrack to train once you're there. And it's
Something
just
like
like,
that, yeah.
so you're like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's still a very good game though. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. When
But
did it
yeah,
come out?
difficulty
2003.
spikes in that game really bad.
Yeah. So as an 11-year-old, me playing it, I wasn't quite ready for the sudden spike in difficulty and the level of team planning. I was struggling just by the fact that the spells are called Aggie rather than Fire and Fyra and Fyra. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have Force as well, like in that one. Oh god.
Spicy stuff. Yeah, so that was Sylveon. Next up, we have Shuckleberry Finn, who speaks for himself. Just like Sam's logo, what a nickname. I don't think that sentence quite works, but yeah.
Does it speak for the little, what's that, the emulga? Yeah,
that's really cute. I like that.
It is quite cute.
It's giving it whatever that, like, berry juice, I think it looks like.
Okay, yeah.
What is the lore reason for the berry juice? Is it like... Does it eat the berries and pee out the juice?
Out the berries?
Like, what, like...
I don't really know. I don't really understand Shuckle.
Yeah.
It's like a wormy thing and a rock.
Is he meant to be like a sea anemone? Or
I think it's just a
it's kind of like
a barnacle thing.
Yeah, something like that.
It collects berries and stores them within its shell. The berries are liquefied and fermented while they decompose a Shuckle's digestive.
Oh,
wait, are we saying berry juice is alcoholic?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Everyone
Duckle
in Little
is
Cup
making...
is off their face pissed.
Oh, look at
He's
him.
making some moonshine.
He does look a bit like a barkeep, doesn't he? You give him the cheeky little wink.
I look a goodie.
God, I just love the idea that all these underage level 5 Pokemon are off their tits wankered and fighting to the death.
Watching this iggly
Little Cup is fucking
face.
dirty. Jesus Christ.
Trainer just comes on to try and catch him. He's like, well, this is a really weirdly aggressive Emolga.
My God.
Jeez. He's supposed to be adamant for sure.
Why has he got such an amazing move pull despite being level 5?
I didn't know he had water gun. Oh, that's kind of gross.
He's using Gunksha. Poor boy.
Oh,
Mulga's going to go
boy.
have his stomach pumped. He's had a long night. Yeah, so that's the Shuckle, if people hadn't inferred that.
Okay, so not the Emolga then.
No.
Okay. Next
Next up, we have the Cloister called Clamando. He says here, credit to me, as in me, not Rob. He says credit to the Kroc. And he said, I'll let him explain. Basically, it's a nickname from Street Sharks. Which I think I have mentioned before.
Yes.
They've got some fucking fantastic names on there. And Clamando, I don't know if we want to flash up a picture of Clamando, if you can find one. But yeah, he is a evil clam-based mutant enemy of the Street Sharks.
Clam-based mutant enemy?
Yes,
Also,
indeed.
According to Urban Dictionary, it's also when a female chooses to not wear underwear. So it's the female version of going commando.
Oh, going Clamando.
Oh,
I love it.
you know,
It's even
somehow
better.
a lot
It's
more
even
fits a nickname Rob would come up with.
I mean,
Yes,
you know,
it does.
Cloister does look like a fresh as they always as they say.
With their classic
sure.
spike on top, yes.
Yes, and the
That's
little
a
face
well-known
inside.
spike
That's-
and the black hole-looking interior.
Jesus!
Jeez!
Sucking all light out of the universe.
And the cheesy grin as
Yes.
well, right?
Oh.
Can we get off this topic?
Can we never use cheesy to describe anything to do with anybody's genitalia?
Any sort of
ever
genitals,
again?
yeah.
That would be good. Oh god!
At least not on the show. Kids watching. Probably not.
That's right. All the kids are pissed on their berry juice. They won't remember any of it.
Shuckle was that sort of like corner shop guy who just doesn't care if you buy alcohol when you're like 12. Of
It's
like
like-
alcohol and fags, it's just like, yeah, whatever.
It's just
Doesn't
like,
ask for ID.
look, mate, it's a $5. I'll take your $5 either way.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Next up,
See?
we have Sableye.
Oh, good man, Rob.
Who is Sir Sableye, simply. That's
That's a
just what he's
classic.
called, and he has been knighted for his
He has
long-term
been
service.
knighted. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, he's been a long-term favourite of Robbo.
Yeah. I used to like when he just used to give him really abusive names because he would like do shit in a couple of games and he was just like, oh, it's fucking useless, and just call it useless or something like that.
Lasted its poor training and lived on.
Yeah, but
He's made it through.
Sir Sableye I really like, yeah.
Then next up we have the Dunsparce, which is another Pokemon that I originally had read wrong its name. I always thought it was Dunsprints.
Dunsprints.
Yeah, Dunsprints.
Sprints.
I thought it had like a U in it. Just read it completely wrong. Then someone was like Dunsparce. I know. Yeah, but I thought it was Dunsprints.
Dunsprints.
It had like another U and an N at the end.
Did we mention Chime Echo on the show, or was it beforehand?
I think it was before the show.
Before the show,
yeah, because that's something I always used to get wrong. I always thought it was Chimicho, and then I heard it on a stream once, so someone called it Chime Echo, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Why haven't I been calling it that all the time?
Yeah, it's literally like a chime, a wind chime.
The chime that is echoing.
Yeah, it's very used to call it Chimico.
Yeah, Chimico.
Chimico.
Yeah. Yes, the Dunsparce is called The Package.
The Package.
And you're going to have to flash up the horrible,
It's
horrifying fan art that Rob started using in his mind games.
It's going to be a quick flash. You're going to have to pause the video. There you go.
Yeah. Anybody still with us? All left? Unsubscribed? Good.
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay.
No! I don't want to do the banner slap! No! The banner slap of all of the subscribers.
Yeah, only 50% of the subscribers.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah.
All the
50%,
sick
yeah.
fucks are left.
And the 50%, yeah, or the sick bags by their side.
Yeah, I don't think we need to explain.
The picture speaks more than words ever could.
Yep. It speaks thousands upon thousands of horrific
horrible
words.
words.
Yeah. Spoken purely by potty mouths.
Next up, we have Regice, who is called Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
For obvious reasons. I think it's because it's like cold or something.
Is it cold? I thought Regice was well known for being a nice, warm, huggable Pokemon.
I mean, you can, but you'll get stuck to it.
Right?
No, you'll get stuck like licking a ice. I mean, the question is, why have you licked that Regice? But you know,
he's just
whatever gets you off. I'm
trying to cool his icy heart with a warm island song.
Maybe thought it was an ice pop.
Warm island song. Is that from something? Or?
Yes, from South Park.
Oh, okay.
It's where I think it's like George Lucas is like and whoever the other guy is, famous filmmaker, is they're like re-releasing like Raiders of the Lost Ark and someone else for like the 10th time, and the kids they enter like Skywalker Ranch and try to stop them from re-releasing it, and they can't decide between them. It's like, no, do we melt his icy heart with a warm island song? It's like, no, you. It's like, no, you heat up his heart with a cool, refreshing song. It's like, they go back and forth, and they can't decide on it in the end. I always remember that. It's got warm his icy heart with a cool island song. Like,
okay. Cool island song.
So yeah, Rob goes on to add, it only ever appeared once as Sub-Zero Chan against PK, but it would have been called Sub-Zero if it came against anybody else.
Okay.
Because it was against PK, and I knew he wouldn't hurt my guys if I beeped them up a bit. That's what he said.
You wouldn't hurt a Sylveon with the name Happy to
Chan. When it came out, I was like, yay!
And then you realise you have to kill it. Yeah. Actually, that didn't. I think Rob called one of his Mons Corky. It was like cute Corky.
A cute Corky.
Yeah, so I don't know if he meant to say cute Corgi.
I think that was against you, but
yes, but like, he's a fan of making people squirm and not want to kill things. So I think maybe
or it could have just been a league
like corgis. Right. Yeah, it could have been a league reference, but I don't like corgis, so I'd want to kill that.
Oh, I do.
Corgis.
Speaking of corgis. That's Steam sales going on, and they have like Steam Grand Prix or whatever each day for the sales, and they have those stupidest balls. They are. It's like, a cockatiel, a hare, a pig, and then a corgi, and it's like everyone's going to choose corgi, and it's won by like 40 times the amount of points.
Yes, literally. Everyone else is on like 180, and then
like 4,000 or something.
Yeah,
like
over 4,000 points for Corgi, and I'm like, hell's yeah, I'll support Team Corgi. Give me more rewards.
Yeah, I want Team Corgi as well, because why would there be anything else?
And Corgi, exactly. Corgis are
Give me that Yamper.
Love corgis. Oh yeah, Yampa's on my team. Day one.
Also, there's a new film coming out soon called The Queen's Corgi.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailers for
Yeah.
that?
It's
I
gonna be
don't know how
terrible, but I want to see it anyway.
I mean, I'd rather see that than Toy Story 4.
Yeah, I watched Toy Story 4. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't have anything against Toy Story. I'm just not like. It's all right. I'm not just like massively into it like a lot of other people I know. And I'm just
You gotta
like,
watch Toy Story
I'd rather
3.
see the Corgi film.
It'll be
Toy Story
better
was-
than a
I haven't seen Toy
garbage
Story.
throwaway film about the Queen.
Yeah, but you know how much I like
Starring
my
Donald
garbage.
Trump.
So
You do like
Then
trash.
boy,
yes.
have I got a film for you. It's called
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel and the Fourth Way Please. Whatever the fuck it was.
God.
Oh, God.
You still need to post the link to the trailer on the other episode.
Oh, we're not. Oh,
No.
It's a-
so I record
do
it
it on
and I
this
forget
episode,
about that. That's basically
That's right. Yeah, because it's like, oh, gotta go to bed.
yeah, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Speaking of Golbat, who the fuck cares? Why did I even draft this guy? I took him to take a poison type because I was scared of toxic spikes when all my stuff flew, even though the Golbat also flies, so it would be useless.
yeah.
I should have taken that stupid fucking fish again, is what Rob says about his
Oh.
Golbat, which is unnicknamed and just called Golbat because he doesn't give a shit.
So you should have drafted Wishy Washy again. Or-
No, the Barboach.
Barboach?
No, not Barboach. One with
Oh,
Aquajet and shit.
Quillfish.
No.
No!
I know what you're talking about.
The
I
one
just
he's
can't think
drafted
of it.
like the last 2 seasons, but it's so unmemorable and shit. None of us can remember its
the one
name.
with the big jaw.
Groupers? No.
Bob. It begins with a B,
I know-
right?
I know-
It's
I
the one
know
with
the
the
one
two
you
different
mean.
types where it's blue and a red.
Yeah. And he-
We're gonna have to look up Rob's previous teams to find
Yes.
this out. This is important. We can't move on. We can't go to bed until we found out his team. Right, season 3. Bristol
Right,
Braviaries.
It's something to do
Basculin.
with man.
Basculin.
Masculine.
Masculine the
Masculine.
Basculin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
Okay,
go.
you're right. It did begin with a B.
It began with a B.
Yeah.
I had that much. But apparently there's quite a lot of other fish Pokemon that all begin with a B.
Yeah, they're like Barboach.
Barbacle.
Grabis.
Oh, was the bar.
Corbis. Starts with a B. Yeah.
Yeah. You just put more emphasis on the B and make the G sound silent, and you're fine.
Bulbous.
Bis. Bis.
Biss on him.
But yeah, that's Rob's name.
It's Rob's names.
Happy
Any
Hitachira
favorites?
is the best of that. I'm very happy with that name.
I do like Happy Hitachira. I also like Solid Snake because it just fits Steelix really well. Also, kind of like Clamando.
I think overall it is a pretty damn good pool of nicknames.
Yeah.
I like the Solid Snake. I really like Shazam. I really like Shazam for that Thunderous.
Yeah. well,
Chuckleberry Finn. It's just
Shuckleberry Finn is
Yeah.
perfect. What was
Yeah.
the Landorus called again? Just remind me.
Rich
Landorus
Gliscor.
is Rich Gliscor.
Rich Gliss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he hasn't named them on, so we can't give him too many props. You know.
He hasn't got like one sort of like golden, this is God tier name.
I mean, I think Shuckleberry Finn's on the cusp. Like,
Chuckleberry Finn.
Okay, yeah,
is up
yeah.
there.
Okay, yeah. Shuckleberry Finn's probably.
Commando. Obviously. So good.
Yeah, I think those two are probably the best IMO, and I like Happy Hitachira just because it
Yeah.
fits well for reasons.
and it's referencing another Eevee.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there we go. That's Rob.
That's Rob.
That's Rob done.
That's Rob. Goodbye, Rob.
Bye, Rob.
We're gonna
Would
go
you like
The
to say
next
changes?
season.
No.
Name rater number 2, and this is going to be Alana of the Wapping Wholesale Chippendale Model Cocktail Wailords.
Oh, you've just told us all the nicknames right there.
Joanne.
Go quick, I'm off to bed.
Well, yeah. So Alana, fan of the show. She actually named a lot of her mons after what Joe came up with in the Alisas.
What was a weird inside joke that then spilled into public viewing.
But we spent far too
I feel
long
like
coming
that's-
up with a nickname, though, didn't
That's
we?
most of this show.
Yeah, yeah.
Inside jokes that we've just...
The ramblings of a bunch of mad.
Yeah. But she said that while she did try and sort of take the names from the video, she said she had great difficulty with our accents, and then she mentioned that she's actually from Ireland.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had no idea. So
no,
Yeah.
no clue. No clue.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah, that was an interesting little tidbit. But anyway, should we get into the names then?
That's
Of our first one, it was just going to be the Mega Alakazam, which is called the Smorgasbord. Because a lot of the names are sort of the ones that we came with, I asked her to just put a little sentence, if you could, after each as to why she chose particular mons for it. She said, because of how it sits, arms wide, as if it's about to tuck into a buffet of its enemies.
It does have 6 spoons, so that's a big buffet.
It's got more spoons for eating with.
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, and he's like lifting all the bowls with his power, so they're all just floating around. Spoons.
Yeah.
He's so ready for breakfast.
Oh my god.
He is. That hotel buffet won't know what hit it.
We won't know at all, no. Next up is the Horlucha, which is called Nightingale, because it's a bird. Next. She said next on me. Next. That was me. Next is the Weavile, which is called Chippendale. Look at him. He's brought an outfit. He knows what he's doing. But in his spare time, those claws carve beautiful mid-8th century cabinets. Look at
Is
him.
that are they a make of cabinets? We're gonna have to go to our historian.
Oh, no, we're gonna have to ask our eye in the sky on that.
His name
Thomas
is
Chippendale
Google.
was a cabinet maker.
Mr. Google.
He was.
Girl, yeah, it was the characters in Chippendale was the show, right? I'm not getting that.
They're
Something
so,
else.
Thomas Chippendale was apparently a famous cabinet maker from the mid-Georgian and neoclassical and English Rococo styles.
God, I love that. So, in his spare time, those claws carve beautiful mid-8th century cabinets.
That works very well. I like it.
That is really good. I like that.
That's making our stupid joke quite highbrow.
Yeah. We've been saved.
I think you mean finally someone's living up to our highbrow comedy.
Comedy styling. What it is.
And then number 9.
Wait, hold the phone. Chippendale furniture is much valued. A paddock cabinet that was offered for auction in 2008 sold for 2.729 million.
Wow.
£2,729,250 sterling.
You think of that
That
sort
was
of
before
money,
the
we would have
Brexit
heard
crash
of it.
as well.
Oh my God. That was worth like $20 on eBay. Top
A euro and a samosa.
Euro and a samosa.
Also, I don't know if this is a typo on Wikipedia. I mean, sorry, from our report from our historical expert.
From the archives.
But it has the word bookkeeper written here with 2 Ks in the middle. Is it one word with 2 Ks, or is it 2 separate words?
I thought it was 2 Ks always.
That's so
I
weird.
thought it was one word with 2 Ks, rather than 2 separate words.
Yeah. Christ, that's a weird word.
Like,
I don't like it.
It
It looks like
I don't like
accountancy
it.
stuff. So I've just kind of like, I think I've seen it there somewhere.
that's wrong. Ray, explain English.
Ray.
Go.
Englishman, please do.
Englishman, explain the bookkeeping.
Was
Thank you.
Englando. Por favor.
Hablo
Should we move on to the next
Inglando.
one?
Yes, yep. Next.
So I feel like this one would sound better read in an Irish accent. I'm not going to, but so this is
Please do. It will amuse.
no, it'll be awful. I'll drift into
offend
like
everyone
Scottish
else.
part way through. Yeah, no.
And then go Indian. I was like,
Oh, greater the Indian. No. No. So this is going to be Cobalion. So we're going like a little snakes and ladders thing for the moment. So this is Cobalion, which is called Abigail. Cobalion is a horse, right? What better name for a Trojan horse than Abigail? No one suspects an Abigail. They're all bloody lovely.
You've clearly never played Street
know.
Fighter.
yeah.
Oh, good.
I like that though. What better name for a Trojan horse than Abigail? No one suspects an Abigail. That's lovely. I kind of like that for an Abigail. It's quite a horsey name as well. You can imagine going to someone's stables and just be like, oh, this is Abigail.
Bloody can't.
Bloody can. You bloody can as well.
Not going near a bloody stable, I tell you that right now.
You bloody
There's one
can,
down,
mate.
there's a saddlery down the bottom of the road, and it's like, nope. No,
Are you,
thank you.
what? Are you afraid of horses?
Yeah. I'm afraid of
Oh,
horses.
PK's favourite thing in the world is clowns riding horses.
Oh, God. I
Well,
saw
my
one.
mounted clown
I
cavalry
saw
division.
one once.
Coming your
When I was
way.
driving to the pub, it was getting slightly dark, and I saw a clown riding a horse, and it was the scariest thing I've ever experienced.
You actually saw a clown riding a horse, and you were
Yes.
awake, and you weren't
Yep,
on the
I
berry
was in
juice
my
at the
car
particular
driving.
time.
I was driving to the pub, not home from the pub, like because we don't do that. Yeah, that. And there used to be a horse in the field opposite, and it's like, oh god.
Like, to be honest, I'm not really. I'm not afraid of horses or clowns, but if I saw a clown riding a horse in broad daylight, that'd probably shit me up as well. I'd be like, what the fuck's going on here?
No, thank you. Moving on.
But now we all know how to torture you. Yes. Yes.
I don't like it.
Skipping a few now to a tier 5 mon, we've got Charizard, which she's called Wholesale. Reason is Dom's explanation of the appropriateness of this name, given what Charizard did to Sam Orner. Put a little thing up there. Overrides any meaning that she could possibly give it. Because it was pretty wholesale of what it achieved there. Good value.
Yeah.
Good value.
Pretty Costco. Pretty
Yeah,
Costco.
pretty Costco. What a great bargain. What a great buy. Yeah, it was sad that it didn't get to do its thing against Ray in her last match. We only saw it come to 2 games as well, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's a tier 5. Like,
True, but
who would bring their tier 5 to more than a couple of games?
Right. Both of
Right.
you two.
my man.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get into future sight in another episode, but I've started my looking at mons for next season. I started ages ago, but I've started with the tier 5s that I won this time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, we'll get those tier 5s going.
Yeah, no, there's I keep sort of bringing back to this, but watching the start of the new latest in a WBE, because it's such a big thing because they're trying to make it like a big important draft league, and
They actually have a belt.
Yeah, it's just such
you
a
can
joy.
win.
And
I mean, we've got trophies, so
true, yeah, we
Fuck
actually do.
them.
Yeah, we do have a legit trophy. We got
Yeah.
more stuff then, more silverware.
Why aren't we YouTube famous and earning money from not working?
Because we put up 2.5-hour videos. No one watches.
That's true.
Apart from
that
the
only
60
show
people.
2 matches rather than.
Once every
Yes.
couple of weeks as well, where these people upload every day
Yeah.
and have fan bases already. Probably why.
I would be interested in sort of splitting up and showing to smaller bits, but I'll do a poll whether people want to see that.
Yeah, maybe for next season some changes will happen.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so it would have been nice to see a bit more Charizard. I think it could have popped off a bit more in some other games. You just keep using it until someone finds an answer, and then it's like, okay, I'll stop now.
You're just talking about Smash again, aren't you? Just keep using that Charizard.
Just keep,
Someone's gotta find out.
keep looking side B. Joe didn't got an answer for it.
It's like,
Well, I
oh,
mean,
I
I
I didn't have an
tried
answer
to
for it
punish-
either when you played it. It comes on so
trying
quickly and
to
the hitbox
punish
is so
Ivy
big.
Store, just switches into Charizard and side Bs, and it's like, oh, you mother, every time.
And then when you get to like 150%, you just keep spamming the move because no matter, it doesn't matter if
doesn't care.
the damage
Doesn't care.
starts doing less. You don't care because you're probably going to kill them after 3 hits anyway. And it's so easy to hit. Magad. Yeah, Charizard for. Oh, he's already in Smash. Never mind. For Smash 64. Yay! Remember when that was a thing? Everyone was saying on Super Cheats you can unlock Charizard. You gotta beat the story mode in under this amount of time, but you've got to make sure that a certain Pokemon comes out of the thing in Saffron
the
City
Pokeball.
Pikachu.
That sounds like good game design.
You must defeat Shenlong to stand a chance.
But this is the sort of thing that, impressionable 10-year-olds like myself and Harold all the time, which is like, I'm gonna get Charizard.
Well, I mean, how many Pokemon had how many of those back in like Gen 1 and Gen 2? Like there was Peekaboo.
Yeah.
There was Peekaboo. There was Mew underneath the van. There was. Oh, is he? Oh,
he's gone.
Wait, is he? Oh,
Diggly dig, diggly dig.
Trio. No, I'm here. I just I dropped something. I can't find it. Never mind.
It's just funny, hearing the voice but seeing no one at the camera. It's like, no, I'm here. But you're not here though. Oh my god. I'll move us on then, shall I? With the next mon, which is going to be Raikou. It's called Monorail. Raikou is the coolest thing and fast as hell and deserved the coolest, fastest kick-ass name in the list you all came up with.
Monorail.
Plus electricity, and when at rest or woefully underused in a league match, he adopts the position of Monorail Cat.
I call the big one Bitey.
I love Monorail Cat. Monorail Cat is one of my favourite.
Reminded of the
I can have cheeseburger
but
things.
it's a dog. Raikou's a dog.
It is a dog.
No.
It's one of the it's a legendary dog. It is a legendary dog.
They're not legendary dogs, they're legendary beasts.
But they're dogs.
They're legendary dogs, I swear.
Wait, except for this one's clearly... Raikou's clearly a tiger. Or some sort of leopard.
Oh, well. You are right, they are legendary beasts.
They're legendary beasts because they're a weird mix. Like, it's either a cat or a dog.
I'll give you Raikou maybe a cat.
Dogs.
He's got like little pirate whiskers.
Kind of pretty lion-y.
I always used to think that Raikou was just wearing a pirate hat because he's got like the sort of Cervantes like quilly thing on the side.
I just always call them the legendary dogs, and I don't.
They are the legendary dogs.
Yeah, it's because their sprites look like dogs, but actually,
but technically they're the legendary beasts. Yeah.
Yeah, Suicune looks pretty dog-like. Definitely looks the most dog-like of them, I'd say. But Raikou looks very, very feline.
The fuck is the legendary Tao?
And Entei's kind of weirdly in the middle.
Oh,
you say the legendary Towel?
Tao, T-A-O, trio. That's reference at Krom and Kira.
I mean, if you put a Chihuahua and a kitten next to each other, then, practically the same animal, right?
I mean, if you couldn't see too good, then
if you were looking from real far away,
there's us all wearing glasses.
Is that just two cats? Wow! It's a dog, or it's a rat, one or the other.
Rat dog.
Rat dog.
So you make a horse on film. You just tape two cats together. That's how you make a horse on film.
Tape two cats together.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, every animal on film is just a different number of cats taped together. You need a stage bear. That's actually like 40 cats they've just taped together. Like, you ever seen Dr. Dolittle 2? Do you know how many cats they had to tape together to get the bear going the whole time?
Was there a second of the original Dr. Dolittles?
Are we talking Eddie Murphy?
Ones?
I'm talking Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
When you say original Dr. Dolittle, what was... Like, wasn't it just a stage show before that?
No, it was a children's story. Then there was this film in the 60s, which I remember watching because he has a great flying moth at the end, which is really kind of weird.
Mothra! It's actually a tie-in to the new Kong Skull Island and Godzilla franchise.
It's made out of many, many cats.
It's actually...
It's
thousands.
He rides a great lunar moth back to... I think he rides the lunar moth back to England.
And of course, England is depicted in the film by millions of cats.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know old films. Worry.
That was a tangent I was not expecting.
That tangent is actually made up of thousands of cats.
Thousands of cat-like tangents.
Oh my god. Our show is just held together by cats. Taped together.
And a wing and a prayer.
You could argue that this next Pokemon could be thousands of cats taped together. That's going to be the Wailord. Which is...
That's an awful lot of cats, right there.
That's a whole lot of
Shaved cats, though. Shaved and painted blue.
Manx
Still
cats. Wait, is it Manx that are shaved? No, Sphinx cats even.
Sphinxes are the
Yeah.
Sphinxes dipped in blue paint and then wrapped together into a pink whale-shaped ball.
Yeah. I like what she's put for Wailord. She's just... So the name is Blue Whale, and then just put... I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Next up is Miss Magius, which is called
The 420 Witch.
the 420.
420.
God damn it!
We
That
cannot
film is
escape
held
it.
together with thousands of cats taped together,
All very stoned.
all completely high off their
Weirdly,
whiskers.
The catnip.
The witch's black cat. Not actually a cat. Yeah.
Just a
Betrayed by a Suicune. Weird. I know.
Oh, weird!
Yeah.
Held together with many cats.
But of course, that's Sook.
There's go. With many purloins.
Oh, yeah, many purloins. But is one purloin held together with just one purloin, or is it many smaller What's the little one?
Purloin. It's Glammeow and Purloin, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Many smaller purloins.
Actually, the
cat Pokemon I saw.
Really, the atomic structure is actually very small cats. So everything in the universe is just made up of tiny, tiny cats. Billions of them.
What you mean?
Catatonic structure, not anatomic structure.
You're saying they're made up of protons and mutons? Anyway, Miss Magius, which is called Countervail, spelt counter and then VAIL. Did any of us actually say this? I don't know. Did we say that? It might have been on the Google list, maybe.
It might have been. I said a lot of fucking words.
But to be anything that rhymed with AIL would work. AIL or ALE. It's AIL, yeah, apparently. She said, at this point, I repeated that 4 seconds of the recording so many times she wasn't sure what English was anymore. Miss Magius' last-ditch save the day hope to the wind destiny bond was the Countervail plan. God, that was a mouthful. Miss Magius' last ditch save the day hope to the wind destiny bond. That's a mouthful.
Just read it in Irish.
That's actually her nicknames for next season.
Yeah.
All in that one sentence there. Hope to the wind, destiny bond.
Hope to win. Save the day, destiny bond, come back.
I choose you, save the day.
Do you know what? I kind of like that. Save the day. Hope
Come
just
back,
fainted.
saves the day.
No.
Once hope goes down, then
All hope is lost.
A fragile hope fainted a few times in season 2.
Yeah. It's okay. I failed at English at that one. It's fine. English is difficult, even for us natives, particularly me. Next is the Miltank, which is just called Wapping. Spelled HWHAPPIN.
Whapping milk.
And she actually said, spelt phonetically to emphasize the whap. Absolute unit.
Jolly good show.
the word whapping is actually made up of lots of small cats.
Just H together.
Yeah, just hate.
This was quite funny actually because we were talking a little bit about it before she gave me the names, and I was talking about like the origin of how we came up with her name.
Yeah.
No, it's a riveting conversation for me.
Oh, gibberish.
It was all about screws, I see.
Yeah. And I was saying that like we couldn't really think of much at first. We were just laughing at the sound of whapping. And she was like, oh, well, whapping is like an everyday comedy masterpiece.
What is the sound of one hand whapping?
If a tree whaps in the woods, does anyone have to hear it? Oh god, weapons. Funny. And the last one, so help me God, is Granbull, which she has called Grand Fail, a tribute to her inability to understand the rest of the things that we said, and ultimately an omen of its fate.
Is there a mon missing? Have we had Whimsicott?
Oh, I haven't actually said Whimsicott. Whimsicott is actually on the list. I just formatted on Facebook Messenger. Sorry. I could come back to that. Yeah. So
that's right, because you said and finally, and I was like,
that was my bad. I missed out. I've created more work for myself. And this, so Whimsicott, which is called Cottontail. It's a sheep. Next.
It's a sheep. I think it's actually a cat.
Actually, a cat stuck together, held together with wool.
From
a sheep.
From sheep, but those sheep are actually cats. Dressed sheep.
How would you know what a sheep is like? What came first, the sheep or the cats?
Well, everything is a work
and
of
does it
fiction
taste of
except
chicken?
for the cats.
This is just so ridiculous.
Is it cats all the way down?
If you just like cut off your finger and you put it up to your ear, would you just hear like lots of tiny meows?
Well, you know on like you have a microscope, you have all the different lenses. If you actually get down to the most powerful lens, you can just be like, oh, it's just a herd of cats doing stuff. And you're like, oh,
mittens! Oh,
look at all these cats.
You just hear lots of little tiny meows.
Wait, you can't hear through a microscope, JP. It's for your eyes, not for your ears.
It's a bit sad though if you want to look at them through an electron microscope though, because they gotta be dead. They gotta be dead.
Don't have herds of cats, Joes.
Or
it's a clouder.
A clouder.
A clouder of cats.
Is that actually the group noun for
that
cats?
Is what Google search said to me about a minute ago when I looked it up. It's a clouder of cats. Yeah.
Clouder. Was it a
clouder?
Maybe it's a clouder.
Chowder.
Chowder. Plural.
No idea.
Clouders.
I think that's all the names then. Do we have any favourites? I mean, they all kind of have a special place in our hearts.
Yeah. I like them all. They're like, the names work like for the Mon.
Yeah, it's like Tom Good says from last season, where like they're all from one theme, but they all work with the ones that she's picked the names for.
Yeah,
which is really good.
It's like we were a waiter bringing a tray full of food to the table, and we've tripped up and gone, oh god, and all the food's gone everywhere. But then it's all just landed in front of the correct person at the table, and everyone's got the right order, and everything's perfectly fine, and everyone's like, okay.
Oh,
well done, everyone. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
But enjoy a lovely clam clouder.
Chowder. It's
Chowder.
Chowder. Chowder.
I really like Wholesale, the Charizard.
Wholesale Charizard. Wholesale Charizard right there.
Chippendale for the Weavile would be mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or the fact that it had the furniture connotation.
Yeah.
I also like that it's kind of a chipmunky mon, isn't it? Weavile. Like, I know it's meant to be like a weasel, but
I don't know what you're
saying,
but
Chippendale.
I don't see it myself, but
and Dale, the
Rescue Rangers.
The Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, the Rescue Rangers. Yeah. Oh,
that's good cartoons.
I always think of that when I hear Chippendale.
Well,
I mean,
the burly men.
Well, I just think of male strippers.
We'll just think of 8th century cabinets.
Because I'm an educated man.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's Alana's name's spot on there. Really good.
Weirdly,
good work.
Chip and Dale, the actual characters, actually both cats. Yeah, they're depicted as chipmunks, but really, both actually cats playing the roles.
I've never seen a cat helping anyone.
You
They're
may
not
think that,
rescue rangers.
but actually, you've only seen cats ever helping everybody, and
My
everyone
God.
they've
Cats
ever
having more
helped are
cats.
also cats.
But cats don't help other things. They're bastards.
Yeah,
We're
they
just cats pretending to help other people for their own personal gain. The greater good.
But if
We are truly
everybody,
Down the
everybody
rabbit hole.
wants to be a cat,
You mean the cat
like the
hole?
aristocrats.
That's the thing about
cats
that
down
rabbit hole. He's trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Just more cats. Just more cats keep coming.
They're just down there breeding. Like
God.
cats in a cat hole.
Like cats in a cattery.
Cats don't breed in a cattery, stupid. That's where they go on holiday.
Cat in the cattery.
Catteries aren't breeding places.
They are, aren't they?
No, they're where you take your cats when you go on holiday.
They're
It's like
boarding
kennels.
homes type thing.
Yeah,
Oh, like
boarding
kennels.
homes. Yeah.
I mean, you get breeding catteries, I'm pretty sure. That's all there. Wikipedia.
Well, maybe, but there's no time for Wikipedia, Joe. We're gonna end the show.
You do get breeding catteries?
Stuck on that.
Okay.
I mean, I checked the books in the archive.
JP, just stick to editing.
JP, you could just do the computer stuff and leave us to talk
Leave
about
the
cats.
talent, I know.
You're just gonna be a gif of a cat for the rest of the show now. And on that, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Wapping Pummelling. We've only got a little bit to go. Home
Maybe
stretch,
2 episodes left.
ladies, gents, and cats.
Only a couple of viewers
Similar
left.
genders. Only a couple of viewers left, you say?
After this one, yeah.
Well,
Right, because those viewers are in.
the cat fans out there are gonna love this
What I
one.
tell you.
The dog fans, they've tuned out long ago. They've already unsubscribed.
I'm a dog fan, so I've tuned out far too long ago.
But you know those dogs that you're a fan.
Please, don't give me that. Don't tell me. Let me believe.
Sorry guys, this is still a show about Pokemon.
Yep.
Next time, Pokemon will be talked about for hopefully some of the show. No, because next time we have got the Diamond and the Pearl final, hopefully, which is going to be super hype end of the season. Yeah, I'm going for it. I really want to
Yeah, buddy.
take home the W. We rematch. Rematch for me against both of these guys, and I actually lost against both of them. So
Good.
I'm going.
Well,
going for a
good.
double
Oh
lose.
dear.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I still have the hope. So
I mean, PK got absolutely smashed in his first meeting with Ray,
Yeah.
and then absolutely smashed him back on the second meet. So
yeah.
Dangerous in these, if you're the loser of the first match, you have everything to gain. So if you won the first match, then you're at a disadvantage. That's fine. I think you got this.
Yeah. If you're watching, any time next week is good. I'm gonna be prepping from now until then. So yeah, looking forward to it. On that, PK. Do you want to close this out? That's the face of someone who's not been thinking about this all
No,
time.
it's the face of someone who knows it has to be cat thief. And he doesn't want to say it, but he has to.
Come on, PK. It's got to be perfect.
And as we say at the end of every episode of Wapping Pummelling, this is your one-stop source for everything Draft League and cat.
And cats, I like it. Wow.
Yeah.
But you know that previous show, other Draft League, all cats. Good night.
Oh, good night, everybody.
Good
See you next
night.
time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe. That Twitch Prime. Give us a